Okay. Supposedly this is working. Not sure how well it's working, but supposedly it is working. You guys will have to let me know if you can hear me or not. Fucking people mowing. Mowing your fucking lawn another time. Hey, Sean Stout, can you hear me all right? Looks like it's just me and you right now. We'll talk about this topic in a little bit, but copy that, hear you. All right, cool. Excuse the background noise. I actually have Aliens, the special edition, on TV, just to give me something to look. Taking it day by day. Best thing we can do. Hey there, am I? Hope you're doing well. Just gonna wait till a few more people get in before I get into this topic. If you're wondering, there is a what you call slow mode for 30 seconds so that I could read stuff easier. I'm 36 years old. Doing well, Jesse Swarbrick. Just letting people come in before we start the topic at hand. Actually watching Aliens right now on the TV. I'll turn on the light when it gets a bit darker. It's just a bit cooler without the light on, so. Again, just waiting for a little bit more people to come in before I get into the topic at hand. I have about 9 people watching so far, so, which is cool. Doing well, Jack Thompson. Just hanging out, doing the stream. I have Aliens on the TV. I have the DVD in because sometimes, is it windy outside? I don't know. I got the fan on. So maybe if that's what you hear. Hey, Cal Neo, doing all right. Like I've said a few times, I'm just waiting for more people to come in before we get into the topic at hand. Just watching Aliens right now on DVD. Because I had the DVD right there. Can't find the Blu-ray yet. Still packing stuff or unpacking stuff. Looking at this chat, there's nothing going on right now. Got 12 people watching. Again, just waiting for a few more people to get in before we get into the topic at hand. Is Steve playing 3? Why? What's the point? The first 2 movies sucked. The first 2 Steve playing films sucked, so who cares about part 3? Saw the Doctor Sleep teaser, looked interesting. I like Ewan McGregor. Never read the book, but I thought it looked pretty interesting. You're watching Arachnophobia? That's a great movie. Love Arachnophobia. Wish it had a special edition. Stallone said he wants to make a Rambo 6. We just started Dinobot. I haven't talked about the topic yet. I'm just waiting for people to get in. Stallone wants to do Rambo 6, then why is it called Last Blood? Can someone tell me that? Why call it Last Blood? Might as well call it the final chapter. Watching Scary Movie 5, why are you watching that? To torture yourself, or to love the scene where the vacuum cleaners or pool cleaners have an orgy, or whatever the fuck the scene is? So the film's called Rambo Last Blood, but he wants to have another Rambo film. Hook is a better movie than Alien Covenant. It's not even a question. I don't know anything about Guardians of the Galaxy 3. No, I never saw the Dirty Dozen sequels. Again, for folks who just joined in, we'll get to the topic at hand, films of 1999. I'm just waiting for a few more people to get in. We have about 20 people here. Hey there, Nick B. Hey, Bryce Russo, doing all right. Yep, Matrix is 99. That came out of nowhere. No one expected anything from that movie. I remember hearing at one point Brandon Lee was going to be the lead, and then Will Smith was going to be the lead, and led to Keanu Reeves. I disagree, Chaz. I like Fight Club. I think Fight Club's a good movie. Probably my top 5 David Fincher films is Fight Club's in there. And people say I hate everything, but I like Fight Club. My favorite is The Game, though. Yeah, we'll get to 1999 shortly. I was just waiting for a few more people to get in. We have about 20-some people. Right now I'm watching Aliens on DVD on my TV here. Now we got Burt Carter J, Paul Reiser. You know he's a dick. He's played by Paul Reiser. Fuck the Matrix remake. I love all 3 Matrix films. I did a review of all 3 of them. I enjoyed the trilogy. I don't think I have a favorite year for movies. There's many. You can make a case for most in the 80s and 90s. I'm not a fan of Being John Malkovich. I'm sorry. That's a film I can say is overrated. Being John Malkovich is really fucking boring, and the third act is like derailed. The Phantom Menace, I'm sorry, that's not the worst film in 1999. I disagree. Hell, Virus is a worse movie than Phantom Menace. Jack Thompson, I perfectly agree with you. Universal Soldier: The Return, one of the most underrated movies of 1999. Navarone movies, never seen them. Favorite 99? Sure. Once I give a think or two about the films of 99. Blair Witch Project might be my favorite of 99 movie. ABV Hunter, haven't started the topic yet, but just let more people come in. Iron Giant is a good movie. Sixth Sense is overrated. I prefer Stir of Echoes. I think Stir of Echoes is a much better version of The Sixth Sense. Phantom Menace does have some great fight scenes. See, at least the Phantom Menace has a good villain and a great score and really awesome fight scenes. At least it has that. Even the new Star Wars films don't have that. The 13th Floor I did give another shot. I just rewatched the trailer to that the other day. Yeah, I love Yours Soldier: The Return. I never understood the hate for that. Never understood the hate for that movie. Van Damme is a human being. He acts like a regular guy. He has emotions. There's plentiful fight scenes, rocking soundtrack, like 80-minute, 70-minute fast pace. Universal Soldier Return is great. Loves for someone to tell me what's so bad about it. I like Sleepy Hollow. It's one of my favorite Tim Burton movies. Matrix, Fight Club, I enjoy those too. The Phantom Menace was one of those movies that I liked when I saw in the theater. Then as years came and go, the flaws became more apparent. And I did like a ranting video I deleted because I just didn't care for the video. And nowadays, it's a flawed film, but I can watch The Phantom Menace. What year do you think films turn the majority and being shit? I have no idea. No idea. Could not tell you. We're watching Aliens, and they should never have deleted this scene where she finds out about the death of her daughter. No reason that should have been deleted. No reason at all. The Haunting is a horrible remake. The same year you had the remake House on Haunted Hill. That's a much better movie. House on Haunted Hill actually has a nice atmospheric vibe to it that's creepy. Well, the ending, it got a bit silly with the effects, but a good chunk of that is a good, like, creepy vibe to it. But The Haunting, bad CGI, felt like I don't know why, it felt like a family film. I know that doesn't make sense, but it's too busy with its effects. They try to make the mansion too pretty. But The Haunting remake is a piece of shit. Love End of Days, one of my favorite films. Doing a stream going through every year? Who knows? Maybe eventually. Terror movie, I don't know when that came out. American Beauty, I'm not a fan of. Yeah, I would say nowadays those are okay time wasters, Nick B. Yeah, David Fincher, despite Alien 3, he's a good filmmaker. I like The Game, I like Panic Room, I like Fight Club, I like Seven. So there's quite a few Fincher films I do enjoy. Not a fan of Curious Case of Benjamin Button, though. Audition, I'm not a fan of. To me, it's just a crazy bitch torturing someone for like 30 minutes. Being John Malkovich, I'm not a fan of. I think it's overrated, boring, and by the third act, it seemed like it didn't know where the fuck it was going story-wise. It seemed like, where is the story going? The Corruptor, that came out in '99, that's a piece of shit. Chow Yun-fat did a much better job in The Replacement Killers, which is a much more underrated film. You want to see a good Chow Yun-fat film that's American? Watch The Replacement Killers. The Corruptor is a piece of shit. Dinobot, I want to keep it on target with the '99 movies. Sorry, man. No more of the blank or blank. I'm sorry, Dinobot. No more of those. What was Eddie Murphy up to in '99? That's a good. Bowfinger, I think. I think Bowfinger, which is a good movie. I reviewed that when I did my Eddie Murphy marathon. Bowfinger is one of his last decent films. Thomas Crown Affair I did not see. Boondock Saints is all right. I don't love the film. You just kiss all that goodbye. Sorry, watching Aliens. The IQs just dropped sharply when I was away. You say that for a lot of shit nowadays. No, The Phantom Menace is not my favorite Star Wars film. I would say my favorite is the original Star Wars. Oh, maybe it was Life with Eddie Murphy. Maybe it was Life. I don't know why I thought Bowfinger was. Maybe both in the same year. I'm not sure when ICU came out. I thought it was 2000. Thank you, Hugo. Nice to be back. Twister didn't come out in '99. Came out in '96. That's a great movie. I like Three Kings. That's a good one. Time Force Ranger, I did a rant on the last broadcast. Feel free to check out that rant and you'll know my feelings on that movie. But yeah, Time Force Ranger 04, I did a big rant because I despise the last broadcast. I despise that fucking movie. One of the most boring narrators in history. The cure for insomnia is that fucking narrator in the last broadcast. But well, we have 30-some people, so I guess we can start on the topic, if you guys don't mind. Chaz, that's the only good thing about virus. That's my problem. And okay, I'll talk about virus since you brought it up. Thank you, John Hicks. It's funny, your name's John Hicks, and I'm watching Aliens with Hicks. I didn't start the topic, Time Force Ranger. I'm just letting people come in. I haven't started the topic, folks. I'm just letting people come in. But someone brought up virus. The effects are the only good thing about virus. That's the problem. The story is lame version of Moontrap. The characters are shitty. Jamie Lee Curtis has absolutely nothing to do with that film. Watch that film again. Jamie Lee Curtis has nothing to do with that film. Even in the third act, she just gets tortured and saved by one of the more boring Baldwins. And other than good effects, like the musical score is completely forgettable. The action scenes are forgettable. The story is just a crappy version of Moontrap. And Jamie Lee Curtis does nothing. You think she'd be like Ripley and kicking ass. She doesn't do a jack shit. She's a damsel in distress. She gets tortured and then she gets saved. Scott Martin, I don't understand your comment. So that's why I don't like virus. Doing all right, Alex, but please stay on topic. Please don't ask me about unmade films. Please, Alex. Well, I've said I like Stir of Echoes more than The Sixth Sense. Well, if Jamie Lee Curtis did something in virus, she did absolutely nothing. Watch the film again. She is 100% useless. High Fidelity is all right. Best part is they reference Evil Dead 2. Any Given Sunday I love much better than Varsity Blues. There's something about Mary I never cared for. Never cared for that film. The Mummy from '99 I enjoy. I reviewed that when I reviewed the Mummy films. I already have reviews of that on my channel. I enjoy the Mummy quite a bit. I do remember Idle Hands. That's a very fun comedy. Open-Minded Movie Man, I haven't started. I was waiting for people to come in. Love End of Days. Love it to death. Bowfinger I reviewed on the channel. I enjoy the film. I reviewed Any Given Sunday either. I love Any Given Sunday. I did a review of that film on the channel. Three Kings I like. Fight Club I like. But we're going to start in January of 1999. Let me know when you guys are ready. I'm looking at the comment section. If you're wondering if there's noise, I'm watching Aliens. Let me know when you guys are ready. Yes, I hate The Haunting from 1999. I think House on Haunted Hill was a better remake. Talented Mr. Ripley I didn't see. Fight Club I like more than American History X. Mystery Men I'm not a fan of. But getting to the topic at hand. So first off, we have a film I have not seen, At First Sight. For people who don't remember, that was the film where Val Kilmer is blind and regains sight and is helped by Mira Sorvino. And you have Nathan Lane in the film, Bruce Davison. I haven't seen At First Sight, but it's directed by Irwin Winkler, which is a recognizable name of a director. But I'm sure not many people have seen At First Sight. Varsity Blues, I could not get much into. Kelly McGillis, oh yeah, she was in At First Sight, okay. Wow, some people I guess have seen the film. I'm surprised. And Varsity Blues, what's your guys' thoughts on Varsity Blues? I don't know. That's a film that I remember the trailer more. Wasn't that the trailer that's like, there goes my hero. Da 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 da. Maybe I'm wrong, but isn't that the film that had the trailer with that song in it? There goes my hero. Da 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 da. Yeah, I don't want your life. I remember that line by James Vanderbeek. 99, would I go back time machine? I'd go back time machine with every year in the 80s and 90s. Cruel Intentions, I didn't see. I don't want your life. Gotta sound more redneck. Boy Star, no, Juno, I haven't seen that film either. I know what it is, though. Now, Virus, I've talked about, I've said it before, the effects are the only good thing about that film. The acting is subpar. Jamie Lee Curtis has absolutely nothing to do. I know, but for people who just came in, Virus, the only good thing is the effects. See, that's why I love a film like Leviathan, because Leviathan, shit actually happens. We'll get to Galaxy Quest, but I like Galaxy Quest, Josh. But what are people's thoughts on Virus? Those who've seen it, please mention in the comment section, and then we'll move on. For people who've seen Virus, let me know your thoughts on it. For those watching this again, I'm waiting because there's a little delay. Never seen Virus. Again, the effects are good. That's it. Jose Gomez, say that one more time, and I'm just going to kick you off. I warned you yesterday, Jose Gomez, if you want to be a troll, be it somewhere else. So, fair warning. It's better than Ghost Ship. That's not saying much, man. That's not saying much. Sure, I love End of Days. I enjoyed the poster. Fucking people mowing. But I mean, these other films, She's All That. I haven't seen it. Sorry, I know Paul Walker's in it. Freddie Prinze Jr., Matthew Lillard, but I just haven't seen She's All That. Simply Irresistible. Sarah Michelle Gellar, never saw it. Payback, good movie by Mel Gibson. Well, with Mel Gibson. I like Payback. I think Payback is a pretty one of the more underrated Mel Gibson films. Payback I think is a good one. I'd say I prefer the theatrical cut over the director's cut. Payback has a lot of it. Alex, could you please stay on topic, man? We're don't go over the place. Juno 2000, I'm going on the list, so just don't ask me about every. We'll get to those films eventually. Juno 2000, just ease up. Yeah, all he wanted was the 70,000, 70 grand. That's right. That's a good sense of humor to it. I mean, you got William Devane, you got James Coburn, Chris Christopherson. Yeah, I've seen The Green Mile, Red Wolf. It's so. Gorgeous, I barely remember with Jackie Chan. But am I the only one that's seen Payback? Oh, there you go. Mean. Well, that's just mean, man. Exactly, Mr. Alan Ramsey. He knows what I'm talking about. How many people have seen Payback with Mel Gibson? If you haven't, I think it's one of the more underrated Mel Gibson movies. I remember I had a fun trailer with the "Ain't that a kick in the head?" Mel Gibson did a really good job acting in that movie. Good movie seen at the theater when I worked in high school. Oh wow, that's cool. Very nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Chris Christopherson was in the theatrical cut. I prefer the theatrical cut over the director's cut. I'll say that. It was interesting to watch the director's cut. It gave it a little bit more of a darker vibe, but I like the theatrical cut more. But these other films, I can't say much about. Just going through the films of '99, The Protector, we're in January of '99. Talked about Payback with Mel Gibson, underrated film. These other films can't say much. Blast from the Past with Brendan Fraser, Lisa Silverstone. That's the one where Brendan Fraser and his family are in a bunker since the 50s. And he comes out in the 90s. So all he has lived is reruns of I Love Lucy with his mom, Sissy Spacek, and his dad, Christopher Walken. And he comes out and falls in love with Alicia Silverstone. Yeah, I haven't seen that film. Or I did, but it was like once back in the day. Uh, yeah, you're right. It was New Line Cinema. You're absolutely right. But yeah, I barely remember that film. 8 millimeter we'll get to. That's a great movie. I reviewed that on the channel. I agree. There's a lot of good films in January. Rambo 4 was in January. Deep Rising was in January. Someone mentioned Ransom. I like Ransom with Mel Gibson. It's a good movie. Blast from the Past helped you have a better perspective on manners, cheesy but true. Oh, that's pretty cool. Batman Triumphant was supposed to be released in '99. Well, thank Batman and Robin for that. My favorite Martian, can't say much about it because I barely remember that fucking film. Uh, Office Space, good movie. Since fucking people mowing. Office Space is a good film. That came out February of '99. Actually, we're in February. February. Actually, Payback was in February. February 5th. My mistake. Okay, Jose, goodbye. You want to be a dumbass? Be a dumbass somewhere else. Goodbye. Hey, Trevor, Sonia Belmont. I reviewed Lake Placid. I'm doing well. Doing fine, Jet the Protector. Like I said before, I'm doing all right. Just doing the films in '99. But yeah, Office Space, I agree with someone said, did not rely on gross out humor to be funny. It was witty. The cast worked well together. You could relate to it, even if you don't work in the office. You could relate to the day. Dinobot, the guy kept talking about Halloween 5 all the time last stream and all the time this stream. So that's why. I asked him nicely, please stop, and he continued, just repeating Halloween 5. And he did that yesterday too, Dinobot. So what would he have me do, Dinobot? Please tell me. The guy wants to be a dumbass. I'm too old for that shit. Race Terry 2, piece of shit. Don't be an idiot. That's really what it is, Dinobot. Don't be a moron and don't be a troll. I'm in February of 1999, talking about Office Space. I haven't seen American Pie in forever. But anyway, does anyone have any thoughts on Office Space? Never seen October Sky, so I didn't talk about it. I guess we'll move on. 8mm, great flick. I reviewed that on the channel. It was dark. Nicolas Cage gave a very solid performance. Very competently made film by Joel Schumacher. Saw 8mm in the theaters. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Office Space took a while to grow on me. Found it depressing the first time I saw it. It's a shame my judge doesn't get a chance to direct nowadays. That's too bad. He definitely did a good job with that and Idiocracy as well. I rant on it. Broadzilla, just watch my rant on 8mm too. You don't have to see the film. Just watch my rant on it. The first 8mm is good. The second 8mm, again, just just watch my rant on it. I pretty much gave the entire movie away. Definitely a lot of love for 8mm. That's cool. Good flick. I reviewed that and the sequel on the channel. Another film that yet again shows Joel Schumacher is a talented director. And it's not just the guy who did Batman and Robin. I agree. I mean, he did Falling Down. He did The Lost Boys. I mean, he did a lot of good movies. You haven't seen 8mm? It's definitely worth a look. Definitely worth a look. Has a nice atmosphere to it. It's a nice story about snuff films where Nick Cage is trying to look into whether this piece of film is real or not. We'll get to the Mummy, but the Mummy's a weird one. I reviewed that on the channel. Yeah, that's right. Pierce Stormare was in it. Joaquin Phoenix was in 8mm as well. Thank you, Taz McGee. Definitely nice to see a lot of love for 8mm. Definitely an underrated flick. We'll get to the Bone Collector. We're not there, Artisan. We're talking about 8mm. Nick B. Talking about 8mm. Yes, I'm not a fan of Existence, Alex. I think Keanu Reeves was the perfect fit for The Matrix. Right after that, Analyze This, I remember liking all right. I haven't seen Cruel Intentions. I haven't seen Baby Geniuses, so I can't comment on them. 8mm, I believe, it does have a Blu-ray, I believe. I believe it. I think it's getting a Blu. I think it just got a Blu-ray. Yeah, not a lot of movies with PIs now that I think about it. You're right, Mr. Allen Ramsey. Well, except what was that fucking puppet movie? Wasn't he a PI in that puppet film? The Happy Time Murders. Oh, Tim Pudens. All right. I was writing movie reviews for the paper in college '99. March was one of the worst months ever, although I do like Ed TV. Oh, man. March. Well, you do have Analyze This, which is a good one by Harold Ramis. May rest in peace. But yeah, you got the Rage Carry 2. You got Wing Commander. You got the Corruptor. I get what you mean. Yes, it's fuck. Jesus Christ. Look at this month, Jesus. Fucking Baby Geniuses. Oh, say, did you write a review of Baby Geniuses? By Bob Clark. Sad to say, Bob Clark. May he rest in peace. He did. The guy who did Porky's and Black Christmas did Baby Geniuses. I don't have the American Pie films, Wayne, so I can't review them. I don't have them. No, only the video games had Mark Hamill. The movie had Freddie Prinze Jr. Magnolia I haven't seen, but I know what it is. The Corruptor is a piece of shit. Horrible fucking film. Mark Wahlberg hurt that film a lot. Chow Yun-fat, he just wasn't right for the role for that kind of movie. Just go watch The Replacement Killers. Replacement Killers are so much better than The Corruptor. Oh, okay, you're talking about the game Wing Commander. The movie is pretty bad, though. I mean, the Rage Carry 2, that sequel sucked dick. Corruptor, you got on Blu-ray for $3, you got ripped off. It's not worth $3. You might as well give that $3 to be off. I can't remember that scene, but just check out the trailer for The Replacement Killers. I also did a review of it, Mr. Allen Ramsey, in case you want to Uh, check out the review, but it's a pretty good action film by Antoine Fuqua. Deep Blue Sea is not there yet, Dinobot. Just wait. That came out in the summer. We're in March. Alice, just wait. We'll get to bats as well. I don't want to go over the place. I disagree, Jesse. I like The Big Hit. I think The Big Hit was a really good film. Okay, Portal player, then you know what? How about you fucking buy me a fucking internet that can actually work in fucking Texas in the middle of fucking nowhere? Then the video won't be fucking pixelated. How about that, Portal player? How about you fucking do that? Make some magic wand and give me a fucking good internet that's in the middle of fucking nowhere. How about you do that? Then it won't be so fucking pixelated. Is that okay, Portal player? Can you fucking do that for me? Do you have a fucking magic wand for me? Can you do that, Portal player? Let me ask you a question. Can you do that? Yes or no? I'll wait your fucking answer before I fucking say anything else. Can you do that, Portal player? Yes or no? Did you tell me shit that as if I don't fucking know? You fucking say these things as if I'm a fucking moron. I got two brain cells and they both died of loneliness. You say as if I don't fucking know. Yeah, I'm alright. Like Dinobot said, when you bring up the same thing over and over and over and over and over again on different streams, there's nothing I can do about it. Otherwise, I'll stop doing streams altogether. There's nothing else I can do about it. I live in the middle of nowhere. I have satellite internet. It's just the best I can do. It's the best I can do. I have satellite internet. Satellite internet does not create much of good internet quality. I don't even know if I should continue, man. I mean, I get on here just to relax from the move, to relax from stuff. I just get people just fucking poking me in the finger and just going all over the place. I don't know, man. I should just maybe I should just stop the stream. Maybe that's the thing, man. I mean, it'll be up to you guys if you just want me to stop or not. That's 100% up to you guys. No, the Matrix didn't get discussed. Well, MI says I should stop now. So maybe I should listen to MI, huh? Fuck it, I'll keep going. I was talking about films in March, like Wing Commander and The Rage Cherry 2 and things of that nature. You know what? I'm not even gonna go on the list. You guys just mention whatever 99 films, and we'll just talk about it. We'll just talk about whatever. Just bring up whatever 99 films you want to. We'll just have the conversation go there. This list thing isn't working. I would say End of Days is the more underrated film, 1999. Stigmata is so-so. It's a so-so film. Phantom Menace, I can watch it for the fight scenes and the musical score. I like Iron Giant. Stuart Little is there. Never seen 10 Things I Hate About You. Dogma, I reviewed on the channel. It's a good film. I would say Godzilla 2000 is worse. Mod Squad, the Mod Squad, the cast is good, but they have nothing to do in that film. Absolutely nothing to do in that film. Bats I enjoy. I don't get the hate for it. I thought it's a fun creature feature flick. I ranted on Life from 1999 when I did my Eddie Murphy marathon, Alex. I never saw the Stuart Little sequels. Deep Blue Sea, I reviewed on the channel. I love Deep Blue Sea. CGI doesn't hold up, but the cast does. I like Thomas Jane. I like LL Cool J. I think I actually saw it in the theater. It was a great experience. Fun creature feature. Big Daddy I reviewed when I did my Adam Sandler marathon. I like Big Daddy. South Park the movie I like more than the TV show. Disturbing Behavior I wasn't much a fan of. Bring Out the Dead I like. It's a good Martin Scorsese film no one really talks about. Sleepy Hollow, one of my favorite Tim Burton movies. Bait with Jamie Foxx I reviewed on the channel. I like the film. World Is Not Enough I reviewed when I reviewed all the James Bond films. I did not like that film at all. No, I don't still watch The Simpsons. Broke Down Palace I've heard of but I never saw. End of Days I love to death. I love End of Days I saw in the theater back in the day. I love End of Days dearly. Summer Sam I did not like. I thought it'd be more about the actual killer Sam, but it was all this other bullshit to the point that the Sam part was almost inconsequential. That's what it felt like. Instincts, I don't know where the budget went into that film. It's kind of a weak version of Silence of the Lambs in a weird way, because Anthony Hopkins in a prison, bit crazy, granted a bit more sympathetic. And then Cuba Gooding Jr. is like the Jodie Foster role. Stir of Echoes, I think, is much better than The Sixth Sense. I enjoy Sturveckles. Ed TV, I did not care for. I thought the Truman Show was a lot better version. The General's Daughter, that's a good movie. Of course, The Matrix. What more can you say about The Matrix? I reviewed The Matrix. I reviewed all of the Matrix films. It's a classic film. The Haunting remake I thought was a piece of shit. I think House on Haunted Hill was a much better remake. Fucking mowers. Jesus Christ. Hit the wrong fucking time and day to do this. Judgment Day with Ice-T I never saw. I like From Dusk Till Dawn too. I liked it as a direct-to-video sequel. I enjoy the film. Universal Soldier: The Return. You have Van Damme acting like an actual human being with emotion. He actually smiles. Fast 70, 80 minutes. Plentiful fight scenes. I don't know, Mr. Alan Ramsey. I just think the Truman Show is a really good film. I'm not much of a Toy Story guy. Detroit Rock City, I didn't see. I enjoy Fight Club. I think Fight Club is a well-directed film. I like the editing in the film. Good acting. William Wallace, I kind of want to stay on topic of 1999. Sorry, William Wallace. Our Hands is pretty funny. I thought Devin Sawa did a good job. It has some nice black comedic moments. Fun idea. Take a sort of the scene from Evil Dead 2 and make it that into an entire film. Not a fan of Inspector Gadget. I thought that was an awful film. Last movie that made you cry? I can't think of it, to be honest. Favorite action scene? The Matrix, the first one? Maybe the subway sequence. I would say, or probably the big sequence where they go through the metal detectors. There's that, and the fight scene in the subway. What film would you put above 99? A lot of them. A lot of them in the 80s and early 90s, like 93 and 89 and so forth. Not a fan of Mystery Men. I don't think it's that funny of a movie. The Ninth Gate, I think, is a piece of shit, but I'm not a fan of the director anyway. I think that director's overrated. Double Jeopardy, I'm not a fan. I thought that was cool to kiss the girls in a weird way because it's actually Judd, and I hate The Ninth Gate. I thought it was so boring and just so incredibly fucking boring, man. The Man 2279 loves your videos. Thank you. Idle Hands, I enjoy. It's a fun comedy. Devin Sawa did a good job. Has a nice sense of humor. Some good gore moments. And it's a fun idea for a film. Shark Attack, I never saw. Gamera 3, never saw. Galaxy Quest, fun movie. Galaxy Quest is a nice love letter to Star Trek. Tim Allen and the cast did a wonderful job satirizing the cast of Star Trek, but yet being its own film. It had a good heart to it. Do I like living in Texas? No, I don't. Eyes Wide Shut, I never saw. I probably saw once, but I don't remember anything about it. 13th Floor, I want to give it another watch. I haven't seen that in forever. Dead Alive, I don't think that's 99, William Wallace. We're talking about 1999. Mickey Blue Eyes, I barely remember. I already talked about Euro Soldier: The Return. I already said it's a very fun movie. Fast paced, tons, plentiful fight scenes. Nice to see Michael Jai White as the bad guy. Same with Bill Goldberg. Has a rocket soundtrack. Yeah, Galaxy Quest is a good movie. Very fun comedy. Dogma is a good comedy as well. Austin Powers, I it's so. I only really like the first one. 10 Things I Hate About You, I never saw. Dinobot, yeah, I do think it was a good end to the series, the Universal Soldier Return. I do think that. Audio option on the DVD of Galaxy Quest that activates alien language. I did not know that. 13th Warrior is a lame, boring, forgettable movie. I feel like it's going somewhere, but it goes nowhere. And the 13th Warrior, yeah, it doesn't have much action at all. I can't remember seeing no action scene in the movie, to be honest. Just during the big budget it had. Go, I did not see from '99. Never saw Go. What are people's thoughts on Wild Wild West? So that's a '99 film. That's the film Will Smith did instead of The Matrix. Jacob the Liar I didn't see. Notting Hill I like, considering what it is. I reviewed Lake Placid. I enjoy the film. Blue Streak I enjoy. That's a good Lauren Lawrence film. The Man 2279, I don't understand your question. We already talked about Virus, the SEMA. Good effects, nothing else. Which do you like better, Speed or Matrix? I'd probably say Speed. I'll probably put Speed above Matrix. Eyes Wide Shut, I don't remember much about. The Outer Towners, I prefer the original with Jack Lemmon. Wasn't much a fan of the remake. But yeah, I thought the original with Jack Lemmon was a much better movie. Yeah, I know Lake Placid had sequels, but I never bothered to watch any of them. The Wild Wild West, I actually don't mind for what it is. I don't love Wild Wild West, but I can watch Wild Wild West for what it is. I can watch it as a time waster. Yeah, I would put Speed over The Matrix because Speed is a great movie. Like Speed has a wonderful score, has a great villain in Dennis Hopper. Love Sandra Bullock. I love the concept. Muppets in Space I never saw. I don't care about John Cena, Porta Player. Elmo and Grouchland, no, I never saw it. Three Kings is a good movie with George Clooney. I like that film, even though it has Mark Wahlberg in it. It's a very well-made movie. End of Days, I love to death. I love End of Days. End of Days is highly underrated. And Steve, what would you Jr., not really. Jawbreaker, I never saw. The Man 2279, I have no idea what you're talking about, man. You're not making sense. Who lean is your stream to nicht? I don't know what that means. Who lean is your stream to nicht? I love End of Days. I love the Ardo fighting the devil and kicking the devil's ass. I thought Gabriel Byrd made a fun devil. I thought the action scenes are entertaining and it was R-rated. There were some brutal moments, hardcore action sequences. You got me unblocked. What are you talking about? If I had you unblocked, how could I read your comment, Brockzilla? I don't understand what you're saying. If I had you blocked, how could I be able to read your message? You know, I'm not really understanding. Ghost Dogs, I'm not a fan of. Bicentennial Man, did not like at all. I thought Bicentennial Man tried to be too sweet, and it was just more sour. In Too Deep, I never saw. Never saw In Too Deep. Man on the Moon. Well, Broadzilla, I'm sorry. I have like 50 other people I'm trying to answer. Jim Carrey gave a great performance in Man on the Moon. The movie itself, can't remember much about, but I know Jim Carrey did a good job. I already talked about Fight Club, Dogma, and The Matrix. I enjoy all three of those. Portal Player, I don't really want to get into that. I just want to stick on topic. Deuce Bigelow, the first one is all right. Deep in the Ocean, never saw. Bowfinger I reviewed on the channel. That's a good one. Robin Williams kills butterflies. That's the one where Robin Williams is a robot. I didn't see The Hurricane. Yeah, The Astronaut's Wife, which is a piece of shit. That's the one where Johnny Depp pretends to be Carrie Elwes from The Princess Bride. You watch that film, it's Johnny Depp literally trying to be the Princess Bride's Carrie Elwes. Blood Dolls, no, I didn't see. No, I don't. You don't need to send that, Broadzilla. You don't need to send that film. Outside Providence, I never saw. Chill Factor is a time waster, but it's a lesser version of Speed. Yeah, Deep Blue Sea is a great movie. CGI doesn't hold up, but very entertaining film. Rennie Harlan did a great job with that. Green Mile, I'm not a fan of, to be honest. Not a fan of the Green Mile. I much prefer the Shawshank Redemption. South Park, the movie, I like more than the show. DJ Mexicano, we're sticking with 1999. Sorry, man, we're sticking with films in '99. But I love The Running Man. I've reviewed it on the channel, DJ Mexicano. I've already reviewed it on the channel. Check out my review. Oh, Pineapple Pizza Fan the Pineapple says, "Did you watch the Banana Splits movie trailer? It's awesome, in my opinion." I don't know what the hell that is. Banana Splits movie trailer. Is that like a made up thing? Thank you for the super chat though. That's really nice of you. Thank you that. She's All That Never Saw. Ravenous has some gore in it. We already talked about Idle Hands. Togera, it's a good movie. It's a good film. Nice black comedic moments in it. Devin Sawa did a nice job in the lead role. The super chat, like someone $75. If you go down below where there's a money thing, people can send money in if they want, and that's a super chat. Like below where you type, there's a money thing right by the smiley face. That's for people who want to send money in if they want. That's called the super chat. Banana Splits is a horror movie being remade from the show. Never even heard of the show. Runaway Bride, I barely remember. That's cool, Mr. Alan Ramsey. Oh, wow. Pineapple Pizza Fan the Pineapple says, "No, it's not made up. Sci-fi made a horror-themed movie of the Banana Split show from the 60s to 70s. Basically, Five Nights at Freddy's." Really? This is a real thing. Well, thank you for that. First off, Pineapple. And I guess I'll give that a look. I'll give that trailer a look. Oh, thank you, Broadzilla, for the $1.99. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, that Five Nights at Freddy's movies will never get made. It's never going to get made at all. That's just how it is. The Insider 99 I never saw. Let's see. Looking through films. Go, I have not seen. I have not seen Go. Komodo, I barely remember. Teen Cobra, I never saw. Take Care, Mr. Alan Ramsey. Arlington Road, I hated the ending, so that ruined the movie for me. Stir of Echoes is a good movie. I think it's much better than The Sixth Sense. Iron Giant, I like. That's cool. Big old 357. I don't know where that came from, but okay. You hate alcoholics and drug addicts. I don't know where that came from, but okay. Pretty random. Python's a piece of shit. Any Given Sunday I reviewed on the channel. One of my favorite Oliver Stone movies. What are people's thoughts on House on Haunted Hill from '99? I think that's a really good remake. The third act's a bit wonky with the effects of the mist thing, but I thought I had a nice vibe to it. I thought it was cool to see. Well, God, what's his name? Jeffrey Rush is sort of a Vincent Price type. Or I could tell he was trying to be a little bit Vincent Price. Movie Hype Club, we're kind of just talking about films in 1999 right now. The SEMA, Jay, we actually talked about Payback earlier in the stream. I like the film. No, the man, I just say bye. That's what I can say. I can say bye and adios, muchachos. I saw the director's cut of Payback. I prefer the theatrical cut. I did not see the talented Mr. Ripley. Not a fan of Mystery Men. Idle Hands is a good movie. Blue Streak I have a lot of fun with. Idle Hands is a fun film. Is that shotgun a good thing or a bad thing, Chris Poole? Sleepy Hollow, one of my favorite Tim Burton movies. Bridge of Dragons, I reviewed that for the Dolph Lundgren Marathon. I liked the film. There's a review of that up on the channel because I reviewed all of Dolph's movies. Senate House Rules I never saw. The Solo Trooper, we're just talking about 1999 movies. We're not talking about politics and such. Not a fan of the Inspector Gadget movie from 99. Oh, thank you, King OV the Midway, for the $2. Terry 2 is the worst horror movie of 99. It's definitely up there. Yeah, not a fan of the Rage Terry 2. Jesse, we just talked about House on Haunted Hill. I just asked that. It's a great remake. It has a good vibe to it. I like Jeffrey Rush's take on Vincent Price. Bloodsport 4 I never saw. The Matrix, great movie. What more can be said about The Matrix? It hasn't been said. I reviewed the film long ago. It revolutionized movies. Glad Keanu Reeves got the part. Entrapment was there. So-so. Is the original Terry your fave? My favorite what? It's the only good Terry movie. Phantom Menace we talked about. Has some good lightsaber fights. I like Darth Maul as a villain. Has a great musical score. Well, I gotta talk about the Blair Witch Project. That's 1999. Gotta talk about that. I know a lot of people hate the film, but I did a fan commentary for the film. I did a review of the film. You guys should know how much I love the Blair Witch Project. That was 99. American Beauty, I'm not a fan of. I do enjoy Bringing Out the Dead. Deep Blue Sea is a great film. By the way, thank you to the people who sent in super chats. That's really appreciated. Thank you so much for that, if you're still watching. Was Mission Impossible 299? I did a review of all the Mission Impossible films. Yeah, that was 2000. Not a big fan of the second one. Mayfair Martian is a piece of shit movie. Storm of the Century is pretty bad. Five Favorites of 99, I don't know. I know End of Days would be on there. I know Blair Witch Project would be on there. Not sure what else. Why do you think the characters in Blair Witch were likable and not annoying? Because they acted natural. It didn't seem like acting, and there's actually a buildup of the characters. Never saw The Hurricane. Spy Who Shagged Me, I thought the first Austin Powers was better. 13 Warriors, a boring movie with not much action at all. Can't remember one single bit of action. The 13th Warrior. Camp Blood, never saw. General's Daughter is a good movie. Audition is overrated. Not much of a Toy Story guy. Muppets from Space, never saw. I'm not really a Muppet guy either. You like Dogma. Did not see Boys Don't Cry. Okay, to the people out there listening, uh, these are the films I've seen from 1999 that's on Wikipedia. And I'll give you my quick thoughts on them. Let me know when you guys are ready. And that way I'll just give you my quick thoughts on these films. In fact, I'll even go alphabetical. Are you guys down for that? That way I can answer a lot of people's questions at the same time. All right, going from A, I'm just going to go all down, so if I'm not looking at the chat. Did not see Elmo and Grouchland. It's called The Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland. I did not see American Beauty, wasn't a fan of. American Pie, I haven't seen in forever. Analyze This, I like. Funny comedy. Any Given Sunday, I reviewed on the channel. One of my favorite Oliver Stone films. Arlington Road, the ending ruined it for me. Astronaut's Wife. Bad remake of Rosemary's Baby with aliens. Johnny Depp did his best impersonation of Terry Ellis from The Princess Bride. Audition, I think is overrated. It's a guy being tortured for like 30 minutes at the end. Austin Powers Spy Who Shagged Me, thought the first film was better. Baby Geniuses, never saw. Jane John Malkovich, thought it was overrated. Beyond the Mat, pretty decent documentary on professional wrestling. Bicentennial Man, bit wishy-washy, trying to be too sweet and trying to be too heartfelt, but it just seemed fake and phony, kind of like Patch Adams. Big Daddy, I reviewed on the channel when I did my Adam Sandler marathon. Fun comedy. Blair Witch Project, I did a fan commentary and review. Love the Blair Witch Project. One of my all-time favorite films. It's simplicity at its best. Blue Street, very fun comedy with Martin Lawrence. The Bone Collector. All right, decent film. Boondock Saints, all right. Bowfinger, one of Eddie Murphy's last good films. I reviewed that when I did my Eddie Murphy marathon. Breakfast of Champions, one of Bruce Willis's worst fucking films. I ranted on that piece of shit. Breakfast of Champions, horrible fucking film. Bring Out the Dead, good Martin Scorsese flick. Great cast, Nick Cage, John Goodman, Tom Sizemore, Ving Rhames. Well directed. Chill Factor, all right time waster, rip off of Speed, but with temperature instead of acceleration. The Corruptor, lame piece of shit with Chow Yun Fat, prefer the Replacement Killers. Let's see. Cruel Intentions, did not see. Dead or Alive, Takashi Miike, did not see. Deep Blue Sea, great shark film. Thomas Jane, great experience at the theater. A lot of good surprises. Did not expect Saffron Burrows to die. That was a pleasure to see. Did not expect LL Cool J to live. That was a pleasure to see. Great Reddy Harlan film. CGI doesn't hold up, but very fun popcorn entertainment. Dogma, reviewed that when I did my Karen Smith marathon. Good comedy with a great cast. One of Chris Rock's better roles, too. Double Jeopardy, it seemed like they were just trying to capitalize on Kiss the Girls because it was Ashley Judd in another movie about stuff with an established actor, only instead of Morgan Freeman, it was Tom Lee Jones. Dilly Do Right, one of the things that really hurt Brendan Fraser's career. Lame movie. TV, lesser version of the Truman Show. Thought the Truman Show was a lot better than Ed TV. End of Days, love the film to death. I think it's one of my favorite Schwarzenegger movies. It's a horror film. He gets to fight the devil. Gabriel Byrne is a lot of fun as the devil. Arnold Schwarzenegger shoots a grenade launcher up the devil's ass. That's pretty fucking awesome. You want to fuck with me? You're a fucking choir boy compared to me. A choir boy. End of Days is badass. Saw that in the theater. Love it to death. Eyes Wide Shut. Barely remember. Existence. Not a fan of the movie. I thought it was an ending, then it had another ending, then had another ending, then had another ending. It had like 15 fucking endings. Fight Club. Really good film. In my top 5 favorite David Fincher films. Forces of Nature, I actually like, but I'm a Ben Affleck and Sandra Bullock fan, so that's why. Galaxy Quest, wonderful comedy. Has a lot of heart to it. It's a love letter to Star Trek. Tim Allen, Alan Rickman, may you rest in peace, Mr. Rickman. I love Galaxy Quest. General's Daughter, good film. By Simon West, starring John Travolta. Ghost Dog, Way of the Samurai, piece of shit. Overrated piece of shit. Go, never saw. Godzilla 2000, I ranted on that. One of the worst Godzilla films I've seen. Green Mile, way too long. Just, I prefer the Shawshank Redemption. Haunting, Leon Bond, that hurt his career because that was after Speed and Twister. That was a big bomb. They made the house look too pretty. So pretty it wasn't scary. It wasn't creepy. It had no atmosphere at all. I think originally Arnold was not going to die at the end of days, but I'm fine with it because he sees his family, so in a way it's a happy ending for the character. I thought they did a good job with that. Held Up, that's actually a pretty decent Jamie Foxx film no one talks about. Held Up is pretty funny. House on Haunted Hill, one of the better remakes. I actually like it more than the original. See, unlike The Haunting, House on Haunted Hill actually has atmosphere. It actually has a creepy vibe to it. It has some creepy sequences. Jeffrey Rush, I love the fake elevator disaster that he rigs up that's actually a ride. I thought I had some really smart decisions. The issue I have is the ending has some weak CGI, but House on Haunted Hill is good. You rather watch Crossroads than End of Days? I disagree with you 110%, Man Cave. Hurricane, never saw. Idle Hands, very fun comedy with Devon Sawa. They took the Evil Dead 2 scene with the hand, they made that into a full film, and it's a film no one talks about, but has a good sense of humor to it. In Too Deep, I never saw. Inspector Gadget, piece of shit. I like the cartoon much more. Instinct, it was like they're trying to do Silence of the Lambs, but they do it a lot more forgettable. Granted, Anthony Hopkins plays a bit more of a likable character, but I don't know. I don't know where the budget went to. Instinct, Iron Giant, good, good animated film. The best film Brad Bird has done, to be honest. Jacob the Liar, never saw. Jawbreaker, never saw. What's the worst part? Godzilla 2000, the whole movie. Let's see. Lake Placid, I reviewed on the film. I liked the film. Some of the CGI doesn't hold up, but I like Lake Placid. Never saw the sequels. The best part of Lake Placid is the fight between Brendan Gleeson and Oliver Platt. They're back and forth. What films did I see in the theater in '99? I think I saw The Matrix, The Phantom Menace, Deep Blue Sea, maybe The General's Daughter. I could be wrong. 8mm, great film. World Is Not Enough, I ranted on it when I reviewed the James Bond films. I reviewed all the James Bond films. The World Is Not Enough is a piece of shit. Life with Eddie Murphy, I ranted on that when I did my Eddie Murphy marathon. Not a fan of that movie at all. The End of Days is 10 times better than The Sixth Day. What are you talking about? Bats, entertaining movie. Don't understand the hate for that film. Resurrection, really good flick in the vein of Seven. Did you live in Texas in '99? No, I was still in Iowa. I was still in high school in '99. Also found not too shabby of a David Spade comedy. Man on the Moon, good Jim Carrey performance, but the rest of the movie I don't remember much. Thomas Crown Affair, never saw. Let's see. The Matrix, classic, what more can be said? Payback, I enjoy. Underrated Mel Gibson film. Monkey Bone, not not that bad. The Mod Squad, good cast. The Solo Trooper, just check out my review of The World Is Not Enough to find out why. I reviewed all the James Bond films, including that. Just check out my review, and I do talk about why I did not like The World Is Not Enough. Just check out my review on it. 10 Things I Hate About You, I didn't see. And Too Deep, I didn't see. South Park movie, I like more than the show. X-Men came out in 2000. The Mummy, I enjoy. I reviewed that when I reviewed the Mummy films. I like The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. Gloria, never saw. Mystery Men, not a fan of. Didn't think it was funny. Hey, Steve, I'm doing all right. Just going through the Wikipedia alphabetical. I'm in the ends. Ninth Gate, I think, is a piece of shit, but I think Roman Polanski's a piece of shit. Notting Hill, I like it for what it is. Office Space, very fun comedy. Let's see. Random Hearts, I never saw. Desert Heat, I fucking hate. I ranted on that when Alien Resurrection came out in 1997. Solo Trooper. Ravenous is okay. Has a great score. Runaway Bride, I didn't see. Simply Sixth Sense, overrated. I prefer Stir of Echoes. I thought the first Analyze That was better than the sequel. Beowulf, I did not like. Sleepy Hollow, one of my favorite Tim Burton films. South Park, to be better than the show. Story of Us, never saw. Mickey Blue Eyes, I barely remember. Stuart Little is alright. Summer of Sam, not a fan of. I thought they would concentrate more on the killer. Callie Mr. Ripley, I didn't see. 13th Floor, I need to watch again. Three Kings, good movie. Blue Streak, I pick over Big Daddy. Election, I didn't care for. I thought Reese Witherspoon was an annoying bitch in the movie. Stigmata is there. I prefer End of Days. Angela's Ashes, Virgin Suicides, never saw either of them. True Crime is alright. Varsity Blues and Virus. Effects are the only good thing about the film. Wing Commander, not that good of a movie. World Is Not Enough, piece of shit. Double Jeopardy, already talked about. Dead Man on Campus, I like. That's 98. But yeah, I like the film. Well, that's all the 99 films on the Wikipedia, at least. Yeah, I like Matthew Broderick in Election. I just didn't like Greasy Reezy Witherspoon. Simon Says is a piece of shit. It has Dennis Rodman as the star. What do you expect? And what was his sidekick? Dane Cook and Simon Says? There you go. Fucking Dennis Rodman and Dane Cook. What do you expect? Universal Soldier: The Return, great movie. I love Universal Soldier: Return. Highly underrated. Never understood the hate for it. I would love someone to explain to me why that's such a bad movie. Please do. I never reviewed Summer of Sam because I barely remember the film. Fight Club I like. Straight Story I never heard of. Never heard of the Straight Story. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I like Payback with Mel Gibson. Summer of Sam I'm not a fan of. I think when I saw the trailer, I thought it'd be more about like the killer, like the story of Sam, as well as the Summer of Sam, but he was almost completely forgotten, even though it was called Summer of Sam, at least in my opinion. But I'm not a big Spike Lee guy. The only film I really like of his is Inside Man. That's like the only Spike Lee film I give a shit about. But there you go. I'm not a David Lynch fan. Like the only David Lynch film I like is probably Dune. Killer Eye, never seen. Fan commentary, Universal Soldier Return, no one would watch it. No one would watch that. She's All That, did not see. Green Mile Majestic, neither. That is a good moment, Seema, Jay. That is a good moment. I don't know. I'm not a big David Lynch guy. American Pie, I haven't seen in forever. Retro Puppet Master was a piece of shit. I agree. Deep Blue Sea is one of the best shark movies out there. I definitely agree with that. Sorry, Dark Shadows is not better than Sleepy Hollow. Sorry, don't agree with you one bit. Dark Shadows is a piece of shit. Sleepy Hollow is 10 times better than Dark Shadows. Yeah, I get that's where he was going for Summer of Sam, but I just did not care for the characters. Blast from the Past I've heard of. We talked about it on the stream, but I did not see the film. Or if I did, it was like once a long time ago and I barely remember it. Oh wow, thank you, Broadzilla. $9.99. Thanks for all the videos of the years. Sorry about the trolls, but it's life. At the end of the day, you're a cool dude, made me laugh. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I want to say I apologize to everyone if I seem a bit out of it. I've just been stressed from the move and all this. I'm just trying to calm down. So I do apologize for that to everyone out there watching. I do sincerely apologize. It's just I was trying to keep it in track and then it didn't work out. That's why I can't really do themes, I guess, on this thing because it's too many people and they want their voices heard and that's perfectly understandable. So it's just how it is. You can't blame the people for that. So there you go. Random Hearts I didn't see. Guidos, I don't care whether there's Guidos in the movie or not, man. Midsummer's Night's Dream never saw. Stir of Echoes I enjoy. I think it's better than Sixth Sense. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the director's cut of Payback. I think the theatrical cut is much better. The Story of Joan of Arc, The Messenger, that's the one with that bitch. Mila Jovovich. I didn't see that one. Stir of Echoes I prefer over the others. Go I never saw. Superman 64 is 20 years old. Jesus. Thank you, Taz McGee. That's really nice of you. You guys are really nice. That's cool, man. Thank you. Have a mill yellow on me. You know, I bought this from the fucking store, the gas station here. I didn't realize you can't see it. But guess what the date is on this thing here? May 27th. May fucking 27th. I bought this at the gas station today. And when I got home and I opened it, that's what the fuck it says. May 27th. Fucking shit. That's why this tastes like the fucking shit that you buy frozen, the Freezy Pops. And you squeeze it out. And then you fucking, after eating all the ice, you just have the liquid and you put it in your mouth. And you drink it. I don't know if anyone remembers that. You know, you have the Freezy Pops, and then after you eat all the ice, there's the liquid, and I don't know, it doesn't taste as good as with the ice. Fucking shit. Fucking shit. No, I never believed in Y2K at the time. Never thought twice about it. Yeah, Mel Yellow shirt, that's pretty badass, man. I don't even have that. That's pretty badass. My favorite film in 99. Between End of Days and the Blair Witch Project. Between those two is my favorite film, 99. I disagree with you. I think The Fifth Element is Luc Besson's best movie. The Fifth Element is easily Luc Besson's best film. There's not a film that even comes close, in my opinion, with Luc Besson. Sorry, I don't agree with you on that, Man Cave. I can watch Wild Wild West as a time waster. I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. It's just a very flawed film, mainly because Will Smith and Kevin Kline don't have the best chemistry with each other. I think Fifth Element is 10 times better than The Professional. The Professional is a bit overrated, in my opinion. It's okay, but I never understood the love of The Professional. It's okay. Would I ever give the Thomas Crown Affair a chance? Maybe. Yeah, 99 was a good year. Compared to this year, I can name one film this year I liked. John Wick 3. But we named like dozens of films 99 that I liked. I can't remember any music from 99, to be honest. I'm not good with years, music-wise. That's cool, Tasmedy. It's all right. Stigmata is so-so, but I prefer End of Days. Stigmata is like, trying to be a bit style over substance, but it's there. Flawless, I never saw, but I've heard of. Lake Placid, I did a review of on my channel. I like Lake Placid. I like Lake Placid quite. It's a pretty decent film, especially Oliver Platt and Brendan Gleeson's back and forth. That's cool, Ryan DeWitt, Todd. Core 9 Inch Nails, I like both of those. That was 99. That's cool, Astrolive. Worst films 99? I have to pull up the list again. I can't remember them now. The Insider I never saw. Did I ignore Ninja Turtles at the time? No, I wouldn't say I ignored them. No, there's at least 10 films worse than Wild Wild West. The Race Terrier 2 is a lot worse. Astronaut's Wife is a lot worse. Heist I never saw with Gene Hackman. If I have pull. The Phantom Menace, nowadays I don't mind for the fight scenes and the musical score and Dark Ball. I don't mind Phantom Menace. I think it's way better than these two Star Wars films. From Dusk Till Dawn 3 was 99. I thought that was another year. Wasn't that in the 2000s? The band Creed, yeah, I always liked the band Creed. Never understood the hate for them. Word, fucking piece of shit. On the fucking thing. Why did I not see Bloodsport 4? Why should I? I'm not a fan of Daniel Bernhardt. Lost Souls is pretty lame. Has this stupid fucking filter over it. $1999 was a transitional year for action. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. People look at Creed as a Pearl Jam ripoff. Honestly, I like Creed more than Pearl Jam. David Spade film Lost and Found. Yeah, I have that on DVD. I like the film. I actually like the stuff David Spade did. Like Lost and Found and Dickie Roberts' former child star. Man on the Moon, good Jim Carrey performance. The rest of the movie I don't remember. People ask me what's the worst films of '99. I'm just gonna go through the list again. I'm just gonna. Okay, Virus would be on the list. My Favorite Martian would be on the list for worst. The Corruptor would be. The Rage Carrier 2 would be on the list. Mod Squad's forgettable. Good cast that had nothing to do. Existence is a piece of shit which had like 20 fucking different endings. Ghost Dog is overrated and pretentious as fuck. Arlington Road, piece of shit ending. The Haunting, lame as fuck. Astronaut's Wife, Johnny Depp doing his best impersonation of Carrie Ellis from The Princess Bride. I know I've said that before, but I'll say it again. That's I like. World Is Not Enough is a piece of shit. For those who want to know why, I reviewed all the James Bond films, so just check the review. 13th Warrior is out there too. The Second Arrival is a piece of shit. What flopped? You mean movies of '99? Yeah, I love the soundtrack for Universal Soldier: The Return. I enjoyed Megadeth on it. Ghost Dog is a boring, pretentious fucking movie. Ghost Dog is a horror, easily one of the worst films of '99. Ghost Dog. Goofy as fuck. Steve Meyer, underrated director? Sure, I can see that. Blue Street, that was a good one. Most vigilante films have a bad ending? Not really. I mean, Death Wish 3, for example, that's just off the top of my head. The Punisher with Dolph Lundgren. Baby Geniuses I didn't see. I love the Blair Witch Project. Enough that I did a commentary and a review for it. Idle Hands, we talked about. I enjoy the film. Good black comedy in the film. Devon Sawa did a nice job in the lead. Yeah, Shaft came out in 2000. The one with Sam Jackson. Came out in the year 2000. Magnolia never saw. Romeo and Juliet did not see. Don't give a shit about trauma films. Alex already did a review of Supernova. Feel free to watch that review. Bone Collector is so-so. Crookie's Fortune I never saw. So I gotta hear this. Keep the show.
I expected more from you. I thought you're smarter than this.
Get the shit out of him. It's Paul Reiser. Beat the fuck out of him. You know he's a dick. It's Paul Reiser. Sorry, I had to take a moment there. Beat the shit out of him. Take care, Broadzilla. Thank you once again for the super chats. Me, Myself, and Irene was in 2000, but I liked the film. I don't really do ratings for year in films, Travis. Being John Malkovich is overrated. Teenage Space Vampires, never saw it. Second Arrival sequel's a piece of shit, Alice. I just said that. Bullfinger, I prefer overanalyze that. No comic book movies in '99, 15 of them 20 years later. Yeah, go figure. I didn't see one comic book movie in 1999. Go figure. Think about that. Boondock Saints is alright. Crush 'Em live for WCW in 1999. Megadeth did. That's a cool song. Ryan DeWitt Todd, neither. 99 definitely had more to offer. Look at all the films we talked about. What the fuck good movies can we talk about this year? John Wick 3 and what else? There you go. Yeah, I like Fight Club. Yeah, Mystery Men was the only comic book movie, and I didn't even like Mystery Men. I just didn't think it was that funny. I think there were better comedies that year, by Idle Hands and Office Space and more. Being John Malkovich is an overrated piece of shit. Virus, the only good thing is the effects. That's it. Jamie Lee Curtis was worthless in that film. Avengers Endgame, sorry, open my movement. I didn't give a fuck about Avengers Endgame. Blair Witch Project, I love to death. I did a commentary and a review of it. That's how much I love the Blair Witch Project. Love the simplicity of it. The Nameless, never heard of. Take care, John. Have a good day. Have a good night. Us, I have no interest in. Sounds like a lame movie. I don't give a fuck about Escape Plan 3. The worst period movies is today. Be right back. Sorry about that, folks. Had to help my mom with something, which I know people make fun of, but hey, I'm going to help my mom out however I can. And with this delay, I don't know when you guys will hear that I'm back here. Desert Heat with Van Damme is a piece of shit. That's better than the 90s that you think lost now? I have no idea, to be honest, Dinobot. Just remember, Wing Commander came out in 99. Most people saw the movie to see the preview to Phantom Menace. I do remember that. I do remember that was a thing people did. Mid 80s to the early 90s, best era for movies. I would say early 80s to early 90s. I would say it's the best era for movies. Ravenous, I don't mind. Had a good musical score. Oh, this is when Hicks is giving Ripley the pulse rifle. Such a good weapon. Take care, Dinobot. I love that pulse rifle. I wish to God I could have like a replica pulse rifle made of metal like that. I would love to death, man. It's such a great design for a weapon. The pulse rifle's so awesome, man. It's so awesome you didn't see another fucking Alien movie. Go figure. Hey, we have this awesome shit. We're never going to see it again. Tough titty. We gotta have Alien 3 and kill everybody and fuck everything up. And stick a fucking dick up everyone's ass and tell them to smile and chew chocolate. Jesus Christ. Did you see the other movie Scream, the Phantom Menace trailer, The Siege, Meet Joe Black, The Waterboy? Didn't see any of those in the theater, but I like The Siege, The Waterboy, not so much. Meet Joe Black, I barely remember, other than Brad Pitt was in it. The Corruptor's a piece of shit. Just go watch The Replacement Killers if you want an American movie with Chow Yun-fat. Corruptor's boring as hell. Fucking boring. Do I miss Cisco Ebert? Not really. Not really. I watch them from time to time, but not a ton. Wait. I gotta hear this part.
You dog me, pal.
I love Hudson. I love Bill Paxton. May he rest in peace. Fuck Bulletproof Monk. I saw it in the theater and I regretted it. Piece of fucking shit movie. Let's see. Sorry, I'm not talking much, folks. I'm just looking at the chat right now. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, that came out 2000. No, I'm not a fan of that at all. And no, I'm not a Pokemon fan. I'd rather watch Pokemon porn than Pokemon cartoons. At least Pokemon porn I can laugh at. I'm just fucking with it. No, I'm not fucking with it. Am I fucking with it? I don't know. You tell me. I don't care about Nintendo Switch. I'm fine with it on PS3. I even have a DVD someone edited Alien Isolation footage into a movie. And I just watched that as if it's a third Alien movie. So, Alien Isolation is great. Didn't see the Hurricane Call. Actually, Bartoon Network is 1999, but you were close. Summer 84 had a shitty ending. Hentia, I don't know what that is, Scott Martin. What's Hentia? Hey, Barbecue Network just really we just got done chatting with 1999 movies. Now we're just hanging out, to be honest. I've been on here for like 2 hours, so we pretty much talked about 1999 movies. The last Jackie Chan film I saw in the theater, I've never seen any Jackie Chan film in the theater, to be honest. I've only seen them in the home video. No, I didn't finish 1989. It was just too many to talk about. Cartoon Network. It's 7:19 p.m. here, so it's still fine. Junebug films, it's fine. I can answer. Sure, I like hentai. I like any porn. As long as they're over 18. So I'm fine with that. Fuck it. I'll do all the shit. Be like Charlie Sheen and Money Talks. All the guys, all the girls, fuck them all. Do you see Money Talks? You know what line I'm talking about. But I'll watch anything as long as they're clean and over 18. That's the only two rules. They're clean and over 18. And it's all good. Just for fun, folks. Just relax. I'll do the Pokemon porn. I'll do the Sonic porn. Fucking furry porn. As long as it's clean and over 18. It's just, folks, it's just for fun. Fuck it. Just for fun. If you're not, you gotta not take things so seriously. It's a great way to relax and just be silly and stupid, man. No, he's not Junebug Films. No, he's not. He's fine, Junebug. Just relax. I don't know. Whenever I feel like making movie reviews, I like Grumpy Old Men. I like the Odd Couple. Yeah, I did see the Cinema Snobs videos on that. That's what I was sticking in my head. Summer Sam, not a fan of. 8mm, I enjoy. We talked about those earlier. As for movie reviews, whenever I feel like it, I just don't feel like doing movie reviews right now. 13th Floor I haven't seen in forever. Have to give another watch. Summer Sam I found boring, but I'm not a Spike Lee fan. The only Spike Lee film I liked was Inside Man. Girls in the Mist, no, I didn't see. Out to Sea is okay. Nostalgia Critic fucking sucks dick. Never been a fan of Doug Walker. Granted, I'm a bit jealous. I don't know why he gets so much fucking money and subscribers, but whatever. But hey, what do I know? I'm a nobody. Doug Walker, I just don't find him entertaining. I don't find him interesting. I think he has little to no value of information on movies. And he plays a stupid fucking character. So you never get a real feel for his opinions. And it's a gimmick that's lame and boring and unfunny. I never understood the appeal of him. And despite all the bullshit that happened, he still has millions of subscribers. He still does this for a living. So you can do the worst shit, it don't fucking matter. So go figure. Go fucking figure, man. Bring Out the Dead, I enjoy. Deuce Bigelow, I can deal with the first one. Carpool with Tom Arnold is there. No, I'm not against characters in general because I like the cinema stop. What is his character? Nostalgia critic, but a lot of films he talks about are not nostalgia. So, like, what is his shit? Like, it's just, I don't think he's that good of a reviewer. I never understood his appeal. Never understood it, never will. Never will. Snake Eyes, I can watch as a time waster. Best direct-to-video movie 1999. I don't know. I can't remember all the direct-to-video movies of '99. Larger than life, sure, I like. Continue my Phil's of '89 stream. I don't know, man. I have no idea. Favorite soda besides Mellow Yellow? I don't know. I don't really have a favorite besides it. Not really. Film fan 0731, why do you want me to stop? The new Child's Play movie, maybe, on streaming. Sorry I'm being silent. I'm reading the chat, but there's not much happening in the chat. Yeah, I guess I'll end it here. There's not much going on with the chat. I think pretty much burned out. So I guess I'll end it here. Again, there's really not much happening in the chat. So I'll just end it here. Thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you in another video. Probably won't be doing a live stream anytime soon. So we'll see what happens next. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.